ask you, did you kinesio tape your belly with Sadie?
Yes, and with Grace, it really helps.
What did you ask a doc? Like, how did you, or did you just Google?
I used Pinterest, and honestly, like for me, the best was like if I would do up, like I would cradle it kind of like do like a U shape
Mhm.
on the bottom, and then I would cradle up on the sides. That was like what felt the best. Have you never used it before?
I've used it on like my shoulder.
Okay, so like don't take it off for like several days.
Oh no, I just used it when I ran. Like my shoulder and my leg would bother me when I ran, and
Yeah. So
I took it off after.
it hurts like a mother when you take it off. So give it a few days to like just get a little less sticky. Do it in the bathtub or the shower and use some like coconut oil or something while you do it.
Okay. Okay.
I used to think I had to change it every day. I'm like, oh, this is worse just than birth.
Ripping things.
Yeah, keep me posted on
Yeah.
that. How is barre for pregnant women? Can you give us like a little synopsis? I feel like it's great, but I'd love to hear from you.
Yeah. No. I really love it
Hmm.
because I was honestly getting frustrated with some of like the other workouts, but I think that's because I was frustrated with myself because I'm so competitive with myself.
Yeah.
Um, so like the hip part of lift was really hard for me because I wanted to go, 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 and I knew that I couldn't
Yeah.
um, do that safely. But this one, I am able to feel more like myself, more like I'm getting like a really, really good workout, and I'm
Hmm.
still able to talk to Nate the whole time.
Oh, good.
So
Heart
I
rate.
really like it.
What about, I thought I saw you said in the challenge group you were swapping out, are you swapping out core day?
Yeah, so I actually talked to Melissa and
Uh-huh.
asked her. She had done core in the morning before we were scheduled to do it that night. And I said, tell me about this workout and like how much are you contracting your belly? And she's like, yeah, I wouldn't do it then.
Hmm.
So we just pick a few enhancers
Okay.
and do those. So last week we only had time for two, but it was still, those enhancers are killer.
Mhm. Yeah.
So we did cardio and I want to say lower body.
Okay.
And it was a really good workout. I burned over 150 calories in 20 minutes.
Oh, good. Okay. No, that's really helpful because, most of us aren't pregnant right now. And so a lot of people, I've been getting a lot of people asking who are, they're like, is this good for pregnancy? And I want to say yes, because she said it is, but like, I love hearing from you. So thank you for kind of sharing.
Yeah, and I don't do the full forward fold.
Okay.
Usually, I'll do the 45-degree angle. Just depends on how my back feels that day.
Yeah. You should totally do, I mean, it's more work, but you should do a YouTube video. Like you should do a YouTube video of you kind of like showing some of the moves that you're skipping or that you're modifying for pregnant women. I bet it would really like go viral on YouTube just because there's probably none out there. And I'm sure that it's a common question.
And I was
And then we could share it too. Like I could use that.
Disclaimer in that you're not a doctor and you should talk to your doctor.
I was watching her modification intensifier video in the VIP group. So I haven't gotten through the whole thing, but I'm not sure if she'll talk about pregnancy or not. So
I would just go forward and make one and have it as a resource. Cool. Okay. Well, good morning to the rest of you. Thank you guys for listening in on our little combo about barre blend and pregnancy. If you came in late, that's what we were talking about. Kate's expecting. So I just kind of wanted her 2 cents on how things are going. So that's what we were doing, but excited to see some of you on here. Shannon, hi. I love seeing your face on a call. That's awesome. Thanks for being here with us. Good morning, Melissa. Thanks for registering us. She just registered us for CUP this morning, so yay for that. All right, so first things first, Michelle knows this, but I just need to be really transparent and open with you guys, so I will share. So you know that things have been hard with my brother, and that I've pulled back just a little bit because I'm just trying to survive right now. And I know that sounds silly, but things have been really hard. Last week, they suggested that we consider hospice and that we needed to decide how we wanted to spend our final time with him. And so it was just really a lot to process and really hard. And so that's sort of why you've seen, like, I don't want to say less of me, but less of me. Like, that's why I'm not getting back to messages as quickly and just trying to process it all. Now, granted, this week has been a total miracle, and he's like, he's rocking it. Like his heart, he doesn't need the heart surgery now. Dialysis is like, said that he doesn't need it. Like everything is a total miracle. So anyways, praying for him if you don't mind. We're going to stay optimistic, but just know that my family is in that season of a lot of uncertainty. And so that's where all my energy has been focused. I will be super honest with you. I'm very focused on my challengers right now and my own transformation. You've probably seen less of me like, join the team, because in this very moment right now in this season, I don't feel like I'm as good of a mentor to coach someone for the business as I can be as a challenger. So it doesn't mean that I'm stopping recruiting. It just means that for this little season that I've been in since Christmas, because we have been dealing with this for a while now, that's where my focus has been. My goal is that things get better really soon, and that my goal is that February is a big recruiting month for me. But I did just want you guys to know that full transparency, your life is going to go through ebbs and flows. And sometimes you need to step back and say, who am I serving best in the season, and who can I actually help? And if you're in a season where you can, mentor your business people right now and really help them grow, that's amazing, and you should lean into that. But sometimes, so for example, I'm looking at Kate right now, and I know what it's like right after you have a baby. And I know that sometimes right after pregnancy, the best thing you can do is lean into your transformation and to just share that part and just to be focused on you. Like that's sometimes what you have to do. So to all of you who are maybe going through something behind the scenes, just know that you don't have to stop. You don't have to quit. You just have to sort of evaluate and assess and say, how can I best serve others? So anyway, I just want to share that. Thank you guys for supporting me, kind of rallying behind the scenes, ignoring me when I don't answer you, or allowing me to kind of ignore your messages for a little bit. So I'm sorry. It's not the kind of leader that I want to be right now. But again, my family's in survival mode. So yeah, hope for the better. Anyways. All right, let's transition. So today we really do need to talk a little bit about Team Cup. It's my favorite time of year for coaching. We do this a couple times a year, and what happens typically during Cup month, if you're new to this, is our team and all the coaches, they really rally. And you're gonna find that if you've been coaching for a while, if you look at your Success Club history, you probably had some of your best months during Cup. If you've never hit Success Club, this is often the month that you do. And for some of you who are working towards rank advancements, this is the month that a lot of you often will kind of push forward and you'll see that advancement happen. People often say, why is that? Like, why? What's so great about Cup month? The answer is two things. Number one is the prizes. So if you haven't seen what the prizes are yet, you should totally go check it out. Good stuff. I am like jonesing for that bag. Did anybody see the workout bag? It's so cool, and literally all you have to do, everyone on your cup has to hit Success Club 5. Y'all can totally do that. So anyways, I'm excited about the prizes. I hope you are too. If you haven't looked at them, you should totally go check it out. But so number one is prizes. People like prizes, and here's what tends to happen. We get fueled by each other. So you're going to be on a team with 5 other girls or guys, and what's going to happen is you're going to see them start to have wins, and they're going to start hitting Success Club or getting points on the board, and for the most part, most of you are going to say, I got to catch up, right? I can't let him or her beat me, or I need to pull my weight so that we can all get that prize. And so that's what tends to happen, is a little bit of competition sets in, but also sisterhood. So what should probably happen, number one, so if you're leading a cup team, so if you were the one who registered, boop, that means you're the leader. So you get to lead the team. But what you do for your cup is you guys probably should have a group thread. That would be my 2 cents, like have a group text or a group Facebook message where you guys can kind of just share what you're doing as far as like, today I did XYZ, or I hit Success Club. Maybe it just needs to be like, you say, this is our group emoji. Anytime you hit Success Club, you send this emoji. Like try to make it fun, but keep it so that you're in contact with each other. Sometimes you'll see, I know Lindsay and Michelle have done this in the past, and they do a really great job with it. They often will do like a weekly cup call, meaning that them and the people on their team get on a call and just strategize. Like this whole month is just about strategizing and helping each other out. Now, I need you to know something. Some people do the very opposite. So I'm telling you, they get competitive, they get excited, they get points on the board. Here's what will happen with some of your coaches. They will get intimidated, especially if they've never hit Success Club before. So what you need to do if you're leading the team cup, or even if you're just on the cup and you see it happening, if you notice that Sarah, she doesn't have any points yet, and she's not engaging, meaning she hasn't gotten on the call, she's not responding to your messages. I'm talking about me, right? But anyways, if she's in your group and that's happening, don't let her pull back. Don't. Say to her, hey, where are you at? How's it going? How can I help you? Just what's going on? Have you sent any invites this week? Are you getting a lot of no's? Here's what I'm seeing. Or, guys, this is what worked really well for me. So just make sure that you really keep with the mindset of this is a team activity. Okay, team. We want to help each other. We want to see you guys have a successful month. So that's the purpose of it. And that's what you're going to see happen in the coming weeks. You will see a lot of like mini groups happening. So Melissa, she is leading our team. Melissa, tell them what you just did as I was talking. What just happened?
Okay, sorry. I just made our Team Cup message thread. I heard all your phone dinging.
Yeah, so she's already on it. So like I said, are you, if you're going to lead one, just like get excited, make it fun. Maybe some of you don't have your own team yet, and you are part of a cup with other dream team members. Use this as your opportunity to just be a leader and like get to feel what it's like to lead a team call or be in a group of people who are like actively working the business. So use it as an opportunity to just really grow yourself this month. Who else has suggestions for a cup of like what has went well in the past? Ideas, things that you're planning to do. My veteran coaches, this would be awesome if you have anything to share. Excuse me. Let's see. But now my group thread's blown up. Nothing. Okay, so those of you who maybe are like doing other things, if you come back, that's fine. If you want to interrupt in a little bit. But what I want to talk about now is just looking at February. So some of you have already asked me this. They're like, what's February need to look like? So if you guys have your calendars nearby, I would get it out. And I would just kind of do a little bit of a look ahead this weekend. So January is almost over. If you haven't locked in Success Club, obviously that's your goal right now, is to finish January at least SC5, 10 is better. But you need to start to look at February. We know that it's a little bit of a shorter month, and you need to really decide if it's cup month. That means that you need to push yourself. And so that means that for some of you, you may lean into doing more than usual. So how many of you do one group a month? Raise your hand if you start one new challenge group every month. Okay, that's, a lot of us, And so if you wanted to hit higher Success Club numbers, guess what that means you probably ought to do? 2, baby, 2. And if you really are feeling it, some of you may also want to do like a 3-day free group as like a marketing to the challenge groups. Like there's a lot of things you can do in the month of February to help yourself hit Success Club. You may even set aside some time this weekend when you're doing your planning and thoughts and say, okay, what would really inspire people to want to sign up this month? Is there something I can give away or something that I can do? Something that everyone who joins this month is getting XYZ, whether it's some type of planning guide or goal setting guide, or whether it's perhaps an actual object. I know some coaches give away like a t-shirt or like a starter pack or whatever, but be intentional and start to think about that so that when you're marketing things in February, you can add that in. Okay.
I think, sorry to interrupt you, but I was thinking, like I've seen a lot of coaches do like love yourself challenge groups and self-love and self-care and stuff. So maybe something like that, maybe like eye patches or a face cream or like bath bombs or something fun. And I think like from a marketing standpoint, I would talk about like making time for yourself and taking care of yourself, filling your own cup so you can best take care of your little ones and your family, you know what I mean? Because I I was like the burnt out, stressed out person who had zero time for herself. So like this self-love thing is big for me.
Yeah. When are you, so Melissa, I mean, I think it's a perfect challenge group. And I know that as a team, we tend to do everything together. Like if you look at our trend, we like to do things together. So perhaps that would be a group that we want to run and market together.
I do have self-love club themed content if you want to use it.
Perfect.
I have some graphics also. I think I might have like one a day for self-love from a February group before. It's like, and they're, I recall, I'll look at for them in Canva today. I think they're meant to increase participation, like to try to get people to do something each day. Can't remember.
That's perfect. Melissa, are you thinking of starting that as like a gift to yourself after Valentine's Day? So like Valentine's Day, I think it's a Friday. Is it a Friday this time? I'm looking at, yeah. So it's a Friday. Are you looking of starting it perhaps on like the 17th, 16, 17?
That's what I was looking at.
Ooh, you cut out.
I was just looking at the calendar to see like when we would start that group.
Yeah. I would do it that way. That way you could even market it like the week of Valentine's Day. You could market it as like a gift to yourself, or letting your spouse know about it, that that's what they want for their Valentine's Day gift. Like we could really get creative with that the week of the 10th. So I don't know. I think starting it that weekend, maybe like starting it on the 16th would be a good time if we did a group one.
Okay. Would you want to do a pre-season or just get started?
I'd probably just get started. What do you guys think?
Well, I was thinking about even marketing it a little bit now for pre-registration.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say that after the event last week, and Megan talked about her wellness packet that she sends to new people, I needed to update mine. So I asked her, and she sent me a copy of hers in Canva. So I figured that way, if new people register, I could send them that and then kind of guide them a little bit in the beginning and then have the group start. That way it could like increase my opportunities this month too, without starting another January group.
Yeah, that's good. Cool.
So let me know if you want a copy of that packet in Canva.
Yeah, why don't you put it in the team page? That way we all have it. That would be great. One of the things that I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a 3-day like intro to what is a challenge group the beginning of February. So you'll see me doing that Monday the 3rd, 4th, and 5th of February. I will probably do it in my Instagram stories, and it won't be a group. Like I know that a lot of you like to do your private groups. I like to just put it all out there to the masses, and whoever's interested, let them get it, and whoever wants to exit the story, good for them. So that will be where you see mine, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I'll share those with you in case you want to do them too. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel, just use mine. So I'll be doing a little bit of marketing as far as that goes. And then I'll market the Self-Love Club. I have a group starting for nutrition only. Some of you guys saw that this week. So that's actually going to start at the beginning of February. And then I'm going to do a little bit of recruiting to coaching. Part of me thinks I may actually do some coach recruiting the week of the 9th through the 14th, just because, again, I hadn't been doing much. So I'm going to come in at the beginning of the month and then the last week of the month. So the week of the 9th and the 23rd for me. I will give you guys my calendar so that you can see it all up front. And I would love it if you could do me a favor and have like for next Saturday, which is February. Oh, it's 2 weeks away. But for next Saturday, that gives you a whole week. I would love to see your calendar and just like what your game strategies are for February. So maybe it's like Melissa said, maybe it's like this gift basket of self-love gifts, or maybe you're going to do a business opportunity call on a certain day. Like just really lay out your game plan and then share it with us so that others will still have time to maybe get new ideas. Because that'll only be, what's next Saturday's date? The 25th, right? Yeah, so that'll be the 25th. So that'll give others time to tweak, maybe branch off from something. Does that sound fair? Sound like a good idea? That way you're like really on it and ready for Cup in February. Okay, so if you're on a Cup team, this is also your week to like get a space for you, get a group thread, decide, are we going to do calls? Maybe ask questions like, how will I know when you are struggling? Or, you know, what motivates you? Like, just like get to know your team, ask them for some honesty. Like, where are you right now in your business? Where do you wish you were? Like, just really open questions so that you guys can support each other in a way that is best. Okay, sound good? What else? What do you need this week? Anything else?
How I'm really trying to be like intentional about growing my following on Instagram.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you do besides hashtag
I'm
following?
not the best person for this. I think Michelle is, because she's always taking these courses and learning. But I will say just really quick before I turn it over to her, I think that it's really powerful when you get featured on other accounts. I notice an increase in my following when they start to share my stuff. So like right now I've been sharing my teeth whitening, which we paid for. It wasn't free. It wasn't like I'm not collaborating with them, but every time I post it, they share me in their stories, and I've been getting new followers. Earth Mama was the same way. So I would look to like, how can you get on other accounts, whether it's on their actual feed, which is amazing, or just in their stories. Michelle, anything? Kate, anything? I know Kate does a lot of collaborations, so go ahead.
I don't think I have a ton of tips. I'll tell you something I did though. At the training last week, I went into my Instagram, and I don't know, I think I sorted my followers by like oldest or something. And I went and engaged on them, because it is good to have more followers, but it's also really good to make sure you're engaged, that your engagement is up. So I was working on that, and I noticed my engagement did go up. Also, one of the trainers said, you know, go to something you like, whatever it is, and look at the people that are commenting on that. And you comment too, and maybe you can like some of the people. That way, you know, you have a common interest. And then I saw Jen Guthrie's post in one of the Dream Team pages about how she's inviting still, because some people are like, oh, you know, maybe the inviting process has changed. And she goes and follows people that her friends are following and comments on their stuff. So I saved that post in one of the Dream Teams, because I thought I mean, I don't think it's really new, but I see that she's just doing it consistently. And while I'm not doing that, I saw, I think Megan Geis and Jen Guthrie and a couple others, you know, that's what they're doing. And then I saw they were on the leaderboard too. So I'm sure, you know, maybe they do other stuff as well, or I don't know, but I thought, well, they're just staying with kind of a tried and true method, and it must be working for them.
Good. Any tips, Kate? Anything you want to add?
I reach out to brands for collaborations. That does help, I think, when I get featured or when I post about their stuff. The giveaway helped with Stork Craft. But honestly, Melissa, I do what Michelle just said, and I've gone through like my sister's followers, Nate's followers, and added those people, and I write them all down, and I do like 15 to 20 a day so I don't get flagged on Instagram. And then I give them like a week to follow, and I try to engage with their posts, and if they don't follow back after a week, I let them go. So
how do you tell if they followed back?
You have to go. Takes forever.
It's tedious. Okay. All right. Piper was doing that, my daughter, and I'm like, that seems like a big pain. Isn't there an easier way? And she's like, I don't think so.
No, there's not. I write everything down. And you can't use third-party apps anymore. They'll kick you out.
That's what I was going to ask, is how you guys unfollow.
So I go
manually.
I write everything down, and then, like I said, like a week later, I will go back to the list that I had, and then I type in on my followers. And if they did follow me, I'll put a little check mark, and I'll send them a message if I haven't already, just like, hi, like, glad to connect type message. And if they did not, I put an X by their name, and I go over to my who I'm following and type in their name. And if they're private, sometimes they won't show up because they didn't let you follow them, or they're there, I unfollow. Okay. Because if it's been a week and I've been engaging on their stuff, they've seen me pop up, that means they're not interested in following me. So.
Okay.
I don't know about you guys, but like I find silly stuff that like yesterday I did a try on of all my new clothes. My inbox was blown up. Like everybody likes that kind of stuff. And I feel like that's also really how you build a lot of trust too. Cause I'm not just pushing Beachbody. So sometimes just fun stuff like that, they like it.
I think I need to do
Clothes
more
and hair.
makeup,
Makeup.
clothes, hair stuff. Because I did an IGTV not too long ago.
Yeah.
And then I've had so many people ask about what products I use or how I use and ask questions about my hair and all this stuff. So I need to get more into that stuff.
They want to be your best friend.
Yeah.
They want all the things. Cool. Okay. So I don't want to keep you guys because it's almost 8, but I just wanted to, I want to say I'm glad to see you for sure. And I look forward to seeing your calendars and the team page for next Saturday.
Mommy.
And she's wet. So I'm going to go deal with that. But I will see you guys in some of the team cup stuff and then also just your calendars and whatnot. So, oh, don't touch that, please. All right. Love you, girls. Did you get a picture, anyone?
No.
You want to take one really quick so we have it? Snap it if you want. Grace, do you want to be in my picture or no thank you? No, she says. That's why you never see Grace on Instagram. All right, let me make this big. Ashley, you rock star. Are you at work? Look at you. In your uniform and everything. All right, let me pull this full screen. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll post it in the team page. I'll see you guys later. Have a nice day. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye.